Welcome to Virtual Story Time.
I'm little sister Keisha
And I'm novice sister Baklava. Now enjoy these stories from our lovely City of Fountain sisters.
Have fun!
Hello everyone, my name is novice sister Reese without her spoon, and today I'm going to be reading you a story. I'm going to be reading a story called The Dinky Donkey, and since the story is about a donkey, I decided to wear my unicorn coronet. Do you see the little horn here? The horn makes it a unicorn! Okay, so let's get into the book. So it's called The Dinky Donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She was a dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. And she had beautiful long eyelashes. Do you see my long eyelashes? They're really fluttery. She was a blinky, dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She had beautiful long eyelashes, and she loved to listen to rowdy music. Do you like rowdy music? I love rowdy music. She was a punky, blinky, dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She had beautiful long eyelashes. She loved to listen to rowdy music, and she painted her hooves bright pink. She was an inky, pinky, punky, blinky, dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She had beautiful long eyelashes. She loved to listen to rowdy music. She painted her hooves bright pink. And she had to go pee-pee. She was a winky, tinky, inky, pinky, punky, blinky, dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She had beautiful long eyelashes. She loved to listen to rowdy music. She painted her hooves bright pink. She had to go pee-pee. And she loved to play the piano. She was a plinky plonky, winky tinky, inky pinky, punky, blinky, dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She had beautiful long eyelashes. She loved to listen to rowdy music. She painted her hooves bright pink. She had to go pee-pee. She loved to play the piano. And she wore wild sunglasses. She was a funky, plinky plonky, winky tinky, inky pinky, punky blinky, dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. You all know what to do. Hee-haw! She was so cute and small. She had beautiful long eyelashes. She loved to listen to rowdy music. She painted her hooves bright pink. She had to go pee-pee. She loved to play the piano. She wore wild sunglasses, and she smelt just as bad as her dad. Whew. She was a stinky, funky, plinky plonky, winky tinky, inky pinky punky, blinky, dinky donkey. Wonky Donkey had a child. It was a little girl. Hee-hee-hee-haw! And that was The Dinky Donkey. Thank you so much for letting me read a story to you. Have a great day. Bye.
Hello, my name is Postulant Sister Floggerella Glitterati with the City of Fountain Sisters here in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm here to share a story with you. It's called Brown Bear, What Do You See? Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a little bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a little yellow duck looking at me. yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? Well, I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. Thank you for joining me.
Hi there, Sister Cheese was fabulous with the City of Fountain Sisters, and I'm here to read you a bedtime story. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be a bedtime story. It can be whatever time story it is that you're watching this video. But I'm in my bed right now, so that makes it a bedtime story for me. I'm going to read for you one of the Tales of Beetle the Bard, written by J.K. Rowling, which this is a fun collection of little magical and wizarding fairy tales she wrote. I'm going to read for you The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, which I have a small book inside my large book. It's like the magic's already happening. I've got my wand, I've got my hat, got my book. Let's read a story. The Wizard and the Hopping Pot. There was once a kindly old wizard who used his magic generously and wisely for the benefit of his neighbors. Rather than reveal the true source of his power, he pretended that his potions, charms, and antidotes sprang ready-made from the little cauldron he called his lucky cooking pot. For miles around, people came to him with their troubles, and the wizard was pleased to give his pot a stir and put things right. This well-beloved wizard lived to a goodly age, then died, leaving all his chattels to his only son. This son was of a very different disposition to his gentle father. Those who could not work magic were, to the son's mind, worthless, and he had often quarreled with his father's habit of dispensing magical aid to their neighbors. Upon the father's death, the son found hidden inside the old cooking pot a small package bearing his name. He opened it, hoping for gold, but found instead a soft, thick slipper, much too small to wear, and with no pair. A fragment of parchment within the slipper bore the words, "In the fond hope, my son, that you will never need it." The son cursed his father's age-softened mind, then threw the slipper back into the cauldron, resolving to use it henceforth as a rubbish pail. That very night, a peasant woman knocked on the front door. "My granddaughter is afflicted by a crop of warts, sir," she told him. "Your father used to mix a special poultice in that old cooking pot." "Begone!" cried the son. "What care I for your brat's warts?" And he slammed the door in the old woman's face. At once there came a loud clanging and banging from the kitchen. The wizard lit his wand and opened the door, and there, to his amazement, he saw his father's old cooking pot. It had sprouted a single foot of brass and was hopping on the spot in the middle of the floor, making a fearful noise upon the flagstones. The wizard approached it in wonder, but fell back hurriedly when he saw that the whole of the pot's surface was covered in warts. "Disgusting object," he cried, and he tried firstly to vanish the pot, then to clean it by magic, and finally to force it out of the house. None of his spells worked, however, and he was unable to prevent the pot hopping after him out of the kitchen and then following him up to the bed, clanging and banging loudly on every wooden stair. The wizard could not sleep all night for the banging of the warty old pot by his bedside, and next morning the pot insisted upon hopping after him to the breakfast table. Clang, clang, clang went the brass-footed pot, and the wizard had not even started his porridge when there came another knock on the door. An old man stood on the doorstep. "'Tis my donkey, sir," he explained. "Lost she is, or stolen, and without her I cannot take my wares to market, and my family will go hungry tonight." "And I am hungry now," roared the wizard, and he slammed the door upon the old man. Clang, clang, clang went the cooking pot's single brass-foot upon the floor, but now its clamor was mixed with the brays of a donkey and human groans of hunger, echoing from the depths of the pot. "Be still, be silent," shrieked the wizard, but not all his magical powers could quieten the warty pot, which hopped at his heels all day, braying and groaning and clanging, no matter where he went or what he did. That evening there came a third knock upon the door, and there on the threshold stood a young woman sobbing as though her heart would break. "My baby is grievously ill," she said. "Won't you please help us? Your father bade me come if troubled," but the wizard slammed the door on her. And now the tormenting pot filled to the brim with salt water and slopped tears all over the floor as it hopped and brayed and groaned and sprouted more warts. Though no more villagers came to seek help at the wizard's cottage for the rest of the week, the pot kept him informed of their many ills. Within a few days, it was not only braying and groaning and slopping and hopping and sprouting warts, it was also choking and retching, crying like a baby, whining like a dog, and spewing out bad cheese and sour milk and a plague of hungry slugs. The wizard could not sleep or eat with the pot beside him, but the pot refused to leave, and he could not silence it or force it to be still. At last the wizard could bear it no more. "Bring me all your problems, all your troubles, and your woes," he screamed, fleeing into the night with the pot hopping behind him along the road into the village. "Come, let me cure you, mend you, and comfort you. I have my father's cooking pot, and I shall make you well." And with the foul pot still bounding along behind him, he ran up the street, casting spells in every direction. Inside one house, the little girl's warts vanished as she slept. The lost donkey was summoned from a distant briar patch and set down softly in its stable. The sick baby was doused with dittany and woke well and rosy. At every house of sickness and sorrow, the wizard did his best, and gradually the cooking pot beside him stopped groaning and retching and became quiet, shiny, and new. "Well, pot?" asked the trembling wizard as the sun began to rise. The pot burped out the single slipper he had thrown into it and permitted him to fit it on the brass foot. Together, they set off back to the wizard's house, the pot's footstep muffled at last. But from that day forward, the wizard helped the villagers like his father before him, lest the pot cast off its slipper and begin to hop once more. Thank you for listening to me read to you. I think this is a great little story about the importance of doing nice things for people, which we're going through a really difficult time right now. So these next couple days, think about something nice you can do for someone. It can be as simple as sending someone a message that you're thinking about them. Just remember to be nice. Remember to help people. Do what you can. And stay safe out there.
Hello, it's Postulant Sister Flogarella Glitterati again. And I found another great book for us to read. It's called Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations! Today is your day. You are off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're off on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the guy. who'll decide where to go. You look up and down streets, look 'em over with care. About some you will say, I choose not to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's open there. It's wide open air. Out there, things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. You'll go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll see great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from that lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare stay out? Do you dare go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple, it's not. I'm afraid you will find. For a mind maker-upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start to race down long, wiggly roads with a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or strings of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape. And that waiting and staying, you'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go, there is fun to be done. There are points to be scored, there are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win, because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not. Alone will be something, you'll quite be a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road with hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, with the hacking cracks howl. Onward, up many a frightening creek, through your arms may get sore, and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life is a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft. And never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Allen Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. Thank you for joining me for this reading of Oh, the Places You Will Go by Dr. Seuss.
Hi, my name's Novice Sister Reese without her spoon, and today I'm going to read you a story. I'll be reading All Kinds of Families by Suzanne Lang, illustrated by Max Lang. Some children have lots of siblings. Some children have none. Some children have 2 dads. Some have 1 mom. Some children live with their grandparents. And some live with an aunt. Some children have many pets. And some have just a plant. Some children were adopted. Some have stepsisters and brothers. Some children bunk with their cousins. Some have a mom and a pop. Some children's parents are married. Some children's parents are not. So no matter if you have a ma, a pa, a hog, this llama, 10 frogs and a slug, a cousin named Doug, 1 stepsis, 3 stepbros, 2 stepmoms, and a prize-winning rose, a robot butler to serve your tea, the world's biggest grandpa, or whatever it might be. If you love each other, then you are a family. I love you all so much. I hope you're staying safe and having fun. Sending lots of love to you. Bye.
Hi, I am Little Sister Ding Dong, and today I am making art with you because we can't see each other in person. I am making a piece of artwork inspired by Black Lives Matter. You will need a piece of paper that you can just find around your house, drawing materials. I'm using crayons, but you can use anything you need like markers, crayons, pastels, and you will also need a pencil. And this is what it looks like when it's all finished. I like art. Art calms me when I'm stressed or mad and sad, and I hope it does the same for you.